This is episode 21, and today I've got Jeremy and Jet sitting here with me. They're in the band Red Audio, and they're going to be playing tonight here at Live at the Shop in Dunbar, West Virginia. Hey guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having
man.
us.
Glad to hear. Good to play tonight.
Yeah, are you really excited?
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
This place is awesome. It's like
nice place.
it's a hidden gem.
Yeah.
It is. That's what people keep saying. It's like a hole in the wall, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's a hole. It's a nice,
Yeah, right.
luxurious hole in the
It's not like a glory hole. But yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the shop. This is your all's first time here, right?
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
Okay, you guys are from Summersville, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're not unfamiliar to Charleston or Dunbar. Or
Oh,
anything
no,
like
no,
that.
no.
We probably played more in Charleston than anywhere in the state.
Yes.
Just because there's not many venues where we live.
Right.
Yeah. Charleston's been good to us, man.
You play in Beckley in?
Yeah, we play in Beckley some, Fayetteville some. Occasionally we'll play like once in a while in Huntington.
Yeah.
Um,
We used to play at Melody in Beckley. That was the
Melodies.
last time we played in Beckley. We haven't played Foster's in a while. We used to play at Foster's and.
There's this place, the Underground. There's like right downtown in Beckley, if that makes sense. And you have to walk through like a
Yep.
little alley and then go around through the back door.
That's
and
where Melodies was.
That was Melodies?
Yeah, and
Okay.
they flooded, and then they came back for a while, and then they went away. But that whole area is like the underground.
Oh,
area.
okay.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Raleigh Playhouse is up there. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went out there, got out there real late at night one time, so I wasn't able to really enjoy, like, take in anything that was going on around there. But yeah, I went in to see, I think like Black Garlic maybe.
Right.
Yeah, friends of mine, and anyways, yeah, cool place over there.
Yeah.
we gotta mention we love playing at the Grove above Secret Sandwich Society in
Yeah.
Fayetteville.
That was
Yeah.
our.
And
That
it was
was
like
our,
that's coming. Yeah, it's coming back.
That was a good place. That
Gonna
was
come back
our.
strong, bigger and better.
That was
Right.
kind of our home base, kind of for a while there.
Yeah.
We played there mostly,
Uh,
and really got some good crowds there.
the one venue we play in our hometown is the Local,
Mhm.
and at the same place that we used to play there when it was called Deepwater.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't have a
They
lot
treat
of
us
places.
nice.
There's gonna be a festival in Summersville coming up. We're gonna be playing on. It's
What's that called?
Live Free Festival, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's
August.
put on by the local. Summersville's got a nice park area there, and they have some pretty good festivals. We played Golly Fest
Yeah, they brought Golly Fest back.
last
Past
year.
year.
If you ever heard of that, it's
Yeah.
a big,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
big to do thing, and we played. It was pretty. How many people you think? Like 1,000?
Uh,
People?
I counted the 10. I ran out of fingers. But no, it was a good crowd.
Yeah, it was probably one of the bigger ones we played for. So we're gonna do it again this year too. But yeah, so Summersville's getting some places to have some music, and some concerts are gonna be at Live Free, and I know they come here a lot. And
Right.
a few of the other bands, Matt Mullins, and
Yeah,
a few other
Yeah, Matt
bands.
Mullins has been here.
we're lucky to have the local bands in the state in this region. There's a strong support system. Everybody helps each other out. So.
Yeah, they do,
Right.
man. It's nice. It's vital.
You guys were talking about the Grove earlier. That's the restaurant and music venue that was like right there in the heart of Fayetteville. And
Yeah.
It burnt down.
Yeah,
didn't
Yeah.
it hasn't reopened yet, but
Yeah.
I think they're on their way pretty.
it? Are they rebuilding in the same location?
Yep.
Yeah, but it's bigger. It's like bigger and better
Bigger,
now.
better, of
Yeah.
course. Everything it
Yeah.
should be.
It's
Right.
it's up.
Yeah.
It's almost done. It's
Yeah,
looking pretty
shout
good.
out to what's it, Louis.
Louis
Louis
Reinhardt,
Reinhardt, yeah,
this
He's
is
always
dude.
treated us great.
Yeah,
He,
man.
he asked us to open for. He brought in like before it burned down. He brought in a Japanese metal band.
Mushakusha.
Yeah, and
Oh my god.
And like wanted us to open for them, and it was the funnest night.
They were packed, dude,
Yeah.
and these
Really?
guys were incredible. It was like Japanese anime intro music at full blast,
Uh-huh.
and it was just so hard. And I've never seen anything like that in West Virginia. And we got to open
Yeah.
for them, and they were just the coolest guys. I don't think they really spoke a lot of English either.
It's
but they
awesome
were-
for Louis to take a chance on something
yeah,
like
and that is
Japanese
packed,
metal
man.
in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Right.
That's,
They just came over here and did a little tour, and
So were they in and out, or like did you get to hang out with them any? Or-
yeah, we hung out a little. There was a little bit of a language barrier, but we talked about like
yeah.
I
Right.
was like
They-
AC/DC. They're like, yeah, AC/DC.
They,
you know,
they had they were going like a 10-week Eastern U.S. tour. So
Yeah.
that we were one of the stops. The Grove was one of the stops.
That's cool.
yeah, they were really cool
Nice
guys.
guys.
Man. It was amazing to see in West Virginia of all places, But
Yeah, it's something that you definitely wouldn't hear of. I mean, I guess it could happen at like the Empty Glass or something like that here in
Right.
Charleston,
Yeah.
but just being such a like specific genre of Japanese pop that
I
would
know.
happen in Fayetteville, it's like it's unheard of.
And people turned out for it, man. I
Right.
mean, it was amazing. Like, it was one of the best shows we've had there, I think.
Well, I know the music scene and the people down there in the Fayetteville area and the Summersville area, the whole southern West Virginia, they all really support it, and they'll turn out big time if they really like somebody.
Yeah, yeah. And a lot of times if it's different like that, just the way off the wall style of music, it's just like, oh, I want to see that. Like, that doesn't come through here ever. So,
Right.
you know, you got your folk music, and that's just typical for West Virginia. But when something new is going, that's kind of what we do. We kind of do something kind of off the wall and different. So,
Yeah,
you
tell
know,
me what's your all sound for those that are watching that haven't heard of you before.
Oh.
What's your genre? I guess.
What we just like electro, synth,
electro, lo-fi.
garage rock.
Yeah, there's the electro, a lot of synthesizers and like video gamey kind of sounds.
So
and-
we have like Jet's the lead singer and plays guitar.
Mhm.
We have a bass player, Bill Fraley. Scott Hinkle plays the drum kit, and I play the synthesizers.
Okay. How long you guys been playing together?
2009, I think we started.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I remember just a few minutes ago, y'all were talking, saying something about 10 years ago playing. Maybe
Yeah.
that was the story about being over at Gilmart.
Yeah.
We were talking about that.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was about 10 years ago, and we had played a show. I think it was at the Empty Glass in Charleston. But then we were a friend of ours was letting us stay the night and the house was in Dunbar.
Uh-huh.
So we were driving to Dunbar, and we stopped at Gomart, and it was past midnight, so you had to go walk up to the door to ask for
It
whatever.
was locked, security.
And then what was it? In a big Escalade pulls
Yeah,
up,
this big shiny Escalade with these rims, shiny spin rims, and
and this guy gets out, and he has a jumpsuit, kind of looks like an Elvis jumpsuit,
Yeah.
and he has a big like dyed black pompadour,
yep.
and like he walks up to us, and he's like, "Hey guys," and Jet's like, "Hey, so you're Elvis impersonator?" He's like, "No, man, James Brown."
Yeah.
He's a white guy.
Right.
Like James Brown, and he
told
said
us
thank you very much. So
Yeah, he just got back from like a Ramada Inn lobby show. At
3
Ramada
a.m.,
Inn
man.
lobby,
Yeah.
where he
it
was like he did a set of like James Brown songs.
yeah, and that was his job. That was what he did. And just the weirdest thing to see at 3 a.m. in Dunbar.
Right.
He said he said he also does like Elvis shows, but that night it was James Brown.
Yeah.
That's cool. So he alternates, like Mondays he's James Brown, Tuesdays he's Elvis.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who
it's
is
like,
he
I feel
really
like,
though?
I feel like how would that even fly nowadays? What's happened in the last 10 years. So we were joking around, like I said, did that guy wear blackface?
No,
For the
he was
It flies
just, he
here,
was just a white
probably.
guy, no blackface.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was weird.
If he's still performing, if he happens to see this, like, man, we need to get you at the shop over here.
Yes, please.
That'd be great.
Please
If you're out there,
please book
wherever
us
you're
at the Ramada Inn.
White James Brown, we're looking for you.
It's funny, the Ramada Inn, it's just like right over in South Charleston.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very close.
You have a legend this close to you, and you didn't
That
even know.
close. I had no idea. Hey, there's some probably legends in this building tonight, and you have no idea either.
Could be.
Like
Could
you
be.
guys, here we'll be talking about this, and you guys will blow up. And you'll be super famous, even more famous than the Japanese pop band. And you'll be playing world tours.
Oh my God.
We always want to be big in Japan. Like we don't care
Yeah.
if anyone likes us in this country, but to be
And
big
Mo-
in that's saying
No.
something.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I mean, the Japanese they're really big about a lot of stuff, and
Yeah.
like they really what's the right word I'm looking for? They just like they're really big about a lot of things, and the sense that they will consume a lot, just like Americans. They'll buy a lot of things. They'll support you, and I guess if you did make it big in Japan, I mean, shit, seems like you'd be doing pretty good.
Yeah, we've talked
Yeah.
about before. Like at some point, we'd like to take a week or two and tour Japan and play some gigs in Tokyo and stuff.
We were talking to the drummer of Michelle Kushaw. They were like, you should come play in Japan sometime. We're like,
Mhm.
Play some
okay.
shows with
But
them.
then the pandemic ruined all that. They don't
Right.
think they even, I'm not sure they even let anyone come into Japan at this point. But
Probably not.
at
They
that
started
time, we kind of lost contact, but at the time, it just was, we couldn't go. So,
Mhm.
and Bill doesn't like to fly, so he was going to have to walk the whole way,
Yeah, walk to Japan is rough.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it take by ship to get you to Japan from California.
I don't know, man.
Oh shoot.
I think it's something like 15 hours by plane.
Hmm.
I'm not sure. It's a long way.
Yeah.
I've never even been on a plane. My name's Jet, so I've never even been on a plane in my life. Irony on that one, but
Interesting. I don't really. I haven't flown in like 20 years. I'd like to, but I get all spooked out because, like, what if something happens?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Granted, like, we don't live in Malaysia, so it's
right.
everything's very safe.
Pretty
and
quality, equipment.
Yeah.
They say the first part is the only time you really have to worry is the takeoff and the landing. I think
Exactly
is what they
right.
say. Like,
Yeah.
everything in between, I guess, is pretty.
And that, flying is safer. Statistically, it's safer than driving by whatever percent.
Airbus, even though
Right.
you're not on the ground, I guess that's safer. I don't know.
I flew out to Seattle when my sister was having her first baby, and then while I was out there, the pandemic, like all the lockdowns started. So I was worried. I was worried about getting a flight home. I got a flight home. This was like March 2020.
Yeah.
I got a flight home, but like Seattle, the SeaTac airport was like eerily like empty. It was so only like a few people were flying, and I flew in like it was a big A320 model, like passenger plane with like over 100 passengers, and there were like maybe 15 passengers. It was so eerie.
Yeah.
That'll never happen again.
Liminal
Hopefully.
space.
I guess you got to pick like the primo seat, and you didn't have to wait in
Oh
line.
yeah,
that
that
much.
was nice, and it was like a red-eye flight, so it was
Yeah.
peaceful, and there were people weren't around. You had plenty of room. That part was awesome. That's a rarity. That won't happen again.
Right, because you're usually like tucked in there like a bunch of sardines, aren't you?
Yeah. They'll fill it up as much as they can usually if there's no pandemic.
Right. So the more people they're flying, the more money they're making, and the more money they can profit.
Yeah.
Like Kenneth
like-
Copeland says, it's just a tube full of demons.
I don't know who Kenneth Copeland is.
That preacher, that crazy preacher guy. You see him all over TV. He looks like a demon in his face. You probably know him if you've seen him.
I'm
But
good with faces.
yeah, it's a
rather
face you
than
don't forget
Is
when
he,
you see
he's
it.
Stewart's brother?
No, he would be a lot cooler if he was. No, Stuart Copeland.
Yeah.
Police joke. You can edit that out, right?
Hey, this is live, baby. This is all live right now. Here, look behind you on the TV. Here, live on air.
Like that, like we're waving, like they haven't been looking at us the
yeah.
whole time.
You want
already.
to talk about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the poster here.
We got some merchandise for sale, and this is our friend Mike Kalina made this. He's a good friend of mine. He's a great artist, and it's really cool. It's really quality paper. I mean, it's really nice, and we're really proud of it. And we just wanted to show it off.
Yeah, it's neat. It looks like a is that like a monkey that's an astronaut?
Yeah, pretty much solving. He's learning something from this Rubik's cube or something.
Rubik's cube.
It just
okay.
kind of looks how we sound, I think. So.
Right.
He was just inspired by our sound to
Yeah.
make this for
We were
us.
like, hey,
Mike Kalina.
Mike Kalina,
Thank you, Mike.
Morgantown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I like the pastel colors on it too. Not pastel, but like the watercolor effect up here on the top where they're blending together the reds and the pinks.
Yeah.
And the white.
It's beautiful. I love it. It's the best thing we have, I think. And so if you'd like one, come see us. Get yourself one.
There you go. Are they
We'll
for
fix you up
sale? Or
with
you
one.
just hook them up? You just hooking people up with them?
We'll arm wrestle you for one. Usually
Yeah.
that's the deal.
Yeah.
Or go into
I like that.
a
That's a good
knife
idea.
fight. Knife fight
Yeah.
usually is the best way because it's quick. But
Right.
no, we sell them. I don't know how much they are.
Yeah.
But we sell them. Like so, if you come to the show, you can get one. We'll give you one if you're
If
nice.
someone like buys a CD or something, we might hook somebody up with one.
Yeah, we have a CD
or
as
shirt
well.
or something.
That's cool. You feel like buying merch from the band is the best way to support you all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
that's
listen to us.
That's
Just
a good
listen-
way.
listen-
Or just,
listen-
coming to our shows, of course. But
Right.
Yeah, and then
obviously.
if you can't do that, just check us out on the stream and stuff. And we just would like for you to listen to our music. We put a lot of time and thought into it, and that would be the coolest thing for me,
Yeah.
just to have people hear what we did.
Yeah, like what's the streaming services offer for bands? Isn't it like I don't know what the number is. I know
It's
it's
not a
very
lot.
we're
very
not
low.
even to the point where like.
I mean, I think we made $25 last year.
From
It's
streaming.
just it's not much, man. I don't even check it, but
So,
we're at
you
the
know.
point right now. It's not even really.
yeah, we have
significant.
stuff on Bandcamp, but
So as long as they're just out, like coming to see you all and supporting you and showing up.
Sure, yeah.
Of course you'll get like a cover from the here, like they'll pay you being here, and then like any extra merch money may either go back into merch or like gas money to get back home or however it may
Exactly,
be.
We
it's
always
a job, it's work. Of
course.
it's music. So.
we always love like talking to people after shows, meeting new people.
Yeah.
that
Right.
came to see us. And, like,
hanging out with other bands we play with. We like playing with. We'll play with pretty much
Appreciate
anybody.
anybody that comes out. check
We could
us out.
play. We could fit on pretty much any bill with about anybody.
If you had the opportunity to choose one band that you could open for, it doesn't matter how big or small they were, who would it be?
Devo.
Oh, okay.
Diva,
Yeah, I was gonna say
okay.
the same thing.
Did I not see you all wearing some Devo costumes
yes.
online?
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah.
For the last two
Yeah.
Halloweens, We had a couple Halloween shows this past Halloween, but
Is this what you were telling me about earlier? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
so
We've had a few.
so the last 2 years we've had at least one Halloween show where we were the band was dressed as Devo, the band, with we special ordered the red energy domes,
Yeah.
and made the suits and stuff ourselves. And we've also gone as Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, we go on that.
That's
and
cool.
Some Halloween shows.
Skeletons last year, and
Yeah, we had a skeleton show.
it's hard when you get a bunch of Halloween gigs. It's hard to think of costumes that you
Right.
haven't done already. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you get 2 or 3 in a row. It's like, do we do the same thing every time, or so we can't do Star Trek every time? It's the easiest. You just put a
Right.
shirt on, you know.
Feel like Ghostbusters or
We haven't
what's
done
we,
that
another,
we talked about
Yeah.
that. I think we considered that.
Yeah,
like what's another popular 4-piece?
That's what I
Teenage
was
Mutant Ninja
thinking.
Turtles.
You're right.
There you go.
The Beatles, of course. A lot of people do. A lot of bands have done that.
What about NSYNC?
yeah.
They have,
Oh, we didn't think
we
of
need that.
another.
Another member.
Need one more?
Oh,
We need a Joey Fatone.
Okay.
If I had a
he's
nickel
the
for every
NSYNC
time I've said
expert over here.
I always need a Joey Fatone.
Joey Fatone, yeah, he's friends with those guys, the Impractical Jokers.
Oh,
Yeah, was on a couple of their episodes doing pranks.
Yeah, I remember
It's
that.
a good show.
I remember those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, they
Jackass kind of thing.
those guys they took off. Very popular, went around the world doing that show, and recently Joe Gatto left the group and has went on
Yeah.
his own to do his own thing. He's going to be actually coming to Charleston here, maybe in like March, to do a show at the Municipal Auditorium, I believe, or the Civic Center or something like that. So
Speaking, I wonder if he'll have interview with WTSQ. We gotta give a shout out to WTSQ. They play
Oh,
our
yeah.
music a lot too.
oh,
Yeah.
right on,
Local,
Okay.
Local Charleston radio station.
WTSQ 88.1. Maya
Very
Ross,
familiar with
everybody.
it.
Yeah, good friends of ours. They're always playing our music and stuff, and
Yeah,
we love them. And Brad
Right.
and Tony at Big River, love those guys. Friends of ours, the whole crew, man. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I actually started out at WTSQ back in 2016, and I was the what they call me, super intern Mike Grass.
Super intern.
Super intern,
Nice.
yeah, that was dubbed to me by Mr. Josh Gaffin.
Yeah.
And I would show up on Mondays, and I'd be there probably 4 or 5 hours between doing different things and helping out, and coming up with this list of different events going on in the city, so that all the DJs could read that off during their show and can kind of promote what's
cool.
going on in
Yeah.
Charleston, because
Gig.
we were, as Josh would say, we were cheerleaders for Charleston.
Yeah, and that kind of
You
stuff
know?
is very helpful to like local bands.
Right.
Josh had me
So-
on a couple times. He's fun to talk
Yeah.
to.
So, but yeah, those days are over. Now I got this podcast, and it's pretty cool too.
Cool,
so,
man.
Yeah, man. Let's see. Well, we've talked about your band. We've talked about the music. Aside from the show tonight, what other events or what other shows you got coming up here soon?
I guess the next one is Pub Fest in May. I think it's May 20th.
Weather Ground Brewery.
Weather
yeah.
Ground Brewery, their annual Pub Fest.
Do Golly Fest again. Probably some Halloween shows. Probably around here in Charleston.
I think we have some shows at the Rendezvous River.
Oh yeah,
Lodge
Rendezvous in Fayetteville. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
we're playing
Rendezvous
this-
Lounge.
What's that?
The Rendezvous Lounge.
Rendezvous is.
I think we're playing like maybe this spring to like we have some new songs that are almost ready, but we haven't recorded them properly. Maybe
would-
get those on and get like an EP out.
Yeah.
Right.
Just try to write some more music mainly. Not playing as many shows. We grinded pretty hard last year.
It's
I mean,
easy to
it
get
was-
burnt out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, we were doing almost every single weekend, sometimes 2 a weekend, and
Right.
we're like, at this point, like, let's do the really good gigs and let's work on music in the meantime, and
Yeah.
record. And so,
Yeah, that's a double-edged sword because like you can get a lot of gig offers and that's cool, but then you don't have time to record and make new music.
Yeah.
So.
Of course.
yeah, you end up playing the same songs over and over and over and over and over.
That's what I
And
was
they're
going to ask
great,
you. That's what I was going to ask you next. If you had any new music coming out, or if you're working on anything, or
Yeah, we've got a few songs. We usually just get together and play around, and then we record everything we do, and then we come back and review it later. And so we've got like a lot of stuff we're just playing around with, and we got enough for the new EP. We wrote something with Matt Deal. Do you know who Matt Deal is? You ever
no,
heard
I
of him?
don't.
Great solo artist, acoustic.
He'll be at Pub Fest. in
Yeah, I'll
May.
be at Pub Fest. We play with him a lot. We wrote something with him. We're going to record with him too. He sings on it. It's called Electro Pulse, and we just really click with him. And we were just playing with different friends and stuff. And So but yeah, we got like we play most of the stuff that we're gonna put on the EP. We're gonna play that tonight too. So
Right.
but we're trying to make some more. Once we get ahead of that, we're gonna make some more stuff and keep making albums and
Okay.
EPs or whatever. And
Okay, cool. So earlier you were telling me that you do this special sort of was it with this band or was it with the other band that you do this sort of projection?
that was the other band. That was
the other
Bainstar.
band.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was a different
Yeah,
thing.
can you tell me about that a little bit?
Bainstar was me and my friend Caleb Pearl, and he mostly wrote everything, and I was his guitar player live and keyboards, and we would just the two of us, and we would have a projector to put. We would edit videos and things like a music video in the background while we played, and it was real dark, so it was kind of like watching a movie, but it was like we were kind of there in a dark playing, and it was really, I guess you'd say maybe avant-garde kind of a thing, like industrial music, like dark, kind of cyberpunky. So. We still do that. We don't really
It's
play.
a multimedia experience.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah. It's like going to the IMAX or something. You know?
So it's like very immersive, would you say?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
We're,
interesting.
we're kind of just doing more writing music now with that, and yeah, it's cool. You should check it out. Bainstar, online, Facebook.
All right, cool. And you can find, where can you listen to Bainstar at? On Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify,
iTunes?
all that stuff, everything.
So-
Red Audio and Bainstar, all on all the Spotify, Tidal. I use Tidal, Apple
Tidal.
Music. Yeah,
Oh, I don't know what title
it's
is.
just
TIDAL.
yeah, it's just another Spotify. Like
Oh,
it's just the
okay.
same thing.
Kind of like that band Tidal Wave. You know those guys?
Yes, but I mean not
They spell it-
personally,
they spell
but
it
yes,
the same way, Tidal.
yeah. I think theirs was
Actually,
Tidal,
no, it
like
is Title.
Title. Yeah, Tidal. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a little play on words kind of thing.
Right.
But,
Yeah, they played here a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
heard
actu-
they're really good, man.
Actually, for the Bainstar show, that was supposed to be Bainstar, Pink Casino, and then Tidal Wave, and then they ended up taking over and they played it, and man, they killed it.
yeah, they.
Yeah,
I'd
really
like to
good.
play with them with Red Audio at some point. They're great, great.
I'm sure you can
talent.
make it happen, man. It's
Yeah.
small West Virginia, and everybody
yeah.
knows one another, and you know,
Yeah, everyone's usually pretty open to playing with everyone else. We found like
right?
everyone's really cool. All the bands that any band you could think of around, you just hey, let's do a show. Okay, you know, that's
Right.
it.
Speaking of band names, you want to talk about the origin of
Sure.
Red
Yeah.
Audio? So we started out. We were just playing some open mics, and originally, like, we called ourselves Jet and the Badassmen. And we were gonna go with that, and then like at our first gig, they didn't spell badassmen right. They spelled it like badass men, and it just kind of
Yeah,
defeated the
yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
So we decided, we needed to change it.
Because when this is some advice for all bands starting out: pick a name that's easy to spell on the phone.
And maybe don't include the word ass in your band name.
or Jet, because that doesn't get spelled right anyway. You know. But
You're
we were
called
like,
Jeff a lot.
Yeah, whatever. I'll
Yeah.
take it. Close enough.
So we needed, like, I think you had the idea first, like you wanted something with the word audio in the title.
Yeah.
And
It's basic.
We couldn't. But we needed something like before audio, and then like Scott, I think, thought of like, well, like Scott's the drummer, he's blonde, but like me and Jet have red hair. He's like, well, let's call it Red Audio. And what's funny is like Scott's blonde, but his son actually has red hair. So it kind of the prophecy was fulfilled.
Right. It's an interesting way to come about the name of the band.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have
Bunch of
figured.
gingers.
I would have figured it was something maybe like completely different than that, but that's a cool story.
We just basically to sum it up. We just had to dumb our name down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and this is what we come up with.
Some colorful, like flowery.
It's just a name. Like eventually, it just
Word.
doesn't matter. It's
So
just-
if you guys weren't in a rock band, what would you be doing?
well, I do IT work.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
probably just do that. I guess for a living.
I'm an accountant. I'm going to school currently to become a data scientist.
We're just nerdy shit.
We like nerdy stuff. We like cyberpunk sort of genre stuff, and we're trying to incorporate that cyberpunk sound into our music and our
Yeah.
newer songs.
Right. Oh yeah, that's cool. You can kind of work with some of these newer, like you said, cyberpunk sounds to influence what you're doing, or to make a new sound, for instance. Hey guys, what are we looking at? Okay, awesome. Okay. Yeah, no problemo. Oh, I gotta stretch my legs out here just a little bit. Hey, come on in here. Step in.
Hey, Bill, come on.
Hey, I got I got to
I'll-
take a leak,
yeah,
so I'm
yeah,
gonna
I'll
let
let Bill
Bill
take my
Yeah,
seat.
go ahead. Yeah,
No, no,
right
no, I
on.
got.
So you're both gonna go and leave.
Well, oh, come on. Here, Jeremy, you take my seat. I got to take a leak. Can I say that on there?
Yeah, what's up, Bill?
Oh, you can just call me Jet.
I can call you Jed.
Jet number 2.
How's it going, man?
Not Scott.
But I can be Scott today if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to hit stuff.
You like to hit stuff. Where is Scott at?
Outside hitting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
He's
how
out,
he warms up.
He's out there having a Budweiser.
Yeah.
Petting somebody's dog.
so does he not do interviews?
I don't know.
No.
I know he's ever wanted to interview Scott.
Oh well, that's sorry, Scott. We'd bring you on here if I knew that you're out front enjoying your Budweiser. Yeah, they're watching this on the TV out front. So
Awesome.
yeah.
What's up, everybody?
So Bill,
Yeah.
tell me about yourself. What do you play in the band?
I play bass.
Yeah, how long you been playing with the band?
Almost 2 years.
2 years, okay. How'd you meet these guys?
Scott used to carry my gear when I was in a band, and he was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him and Jet both that way.
We all went to the same high school, right? Nicholas
Yeah,
County High
I was
School.
just much farther ahead of them, but yeah. So I didn't know Jeremy actually till he started playing with these guys, but I knew Jet and Scott from their first bands they ever played.
Okay.
Their
cool.
bands would open for my band sometime.
Interesting. Does it keep you feeling young playing with younger guys?
No, I feel old every morning after I wake up after a gig. So not at all.
but not until the next morning. It's,
Right,
it's
yeah,
fun.
I'm great
the
until
night
the
of.
next morning I realize that I'm old, but that's
Yeah.
okay. I'll stay young by doing this.
It's not usually not the next morning until the crippling depression kicks in.
The crippling depression, man, that's rough.
I'm
That's
kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not. That's pretty much yeah.
I thought we was thought like crippling arthritis, but
Yeah, it's both for me.
just messing with you, man. So tell me, what is the what's the most difficult part about being the bass player in the band?
Wow. God, I don't know, man. I guess just trying to hear myself over the keyboard.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the keyboard wailing? You wailing over there on the keyboard?
When it calls for it.
All right, so like,
Sometimes you just got to go wailing.
just like you gotta play, man. You gotta let it all out. Like, do you all wear earpieces so that you can hear each other's
So
sound?
typically we use
Each
in-ear
other's
monitors.
instrument?
Yeah, like
Not
we're
tonight,
tonight,
because the monitor system is so great here. But
Mhm.
yeah, usually we use the in-ear system.
Okay.
yeah, the inner system is actually probably saved me as I've gotten older to like I can control it more. But when you're doing a show like this with multiple bands, it's easier on the sound crew. And when there's a good sound system like this, why
Right.
bother with all that?
Right. Whenever, I guess, could you mess up by not being able to hear the other band members?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of times if you can't hear what's going on, maybe I'll change too soon or change too late. And,
And unfortunately, like sometimes you'll have, you may have in the past, like we may have had a gig where you can't hear yourself, and that's really
Right.
difficult. Like you
Yep.
kind of need to hear yourself.
yeah.
if you can't hear yourself and you don't like they change, and I'm like, well, I think I changed, but I'm not sure if I'm at the right spot. I don't know if I'm in tune even because I can't hear myself.
And why is it that like you all can't hear yourselves? Also,
It's just like
like the science behind that.
it's just maybe just how it's mixed in the monitor. Someone might forget to. It just depends. There's a lot of stuff can go wrong with monitor.
Yeah, in a place like this, like you don't have this here, but like some places, they don't have as good of a system.
Right.
So you've got, maybe they don't have as good monitors. They don't have as many monitors. Maybe they don't have enough. And so like, I'm having to share one with Jed or share one with Jeremy. And so you may not hear some things, but like if you get a place that's got a good system like this, you don't have to worry about that. But a lot
Right.
of places aren't really set up for that.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, this is the best of the best in the valley. It's got excellent sound, excellent lighting, and it's
Yes.
5-star status around here.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
So
Please, everybody, if you haven't, check out this place.
for sure.
yeah, come check it out. We're at 1233 Ohio Avenue here in Dunbar, and I try to wrap things up here real quick. Why don't you guys tell the watchers, the viewers, where they can find your music at?
You can get us on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. We're on Bandcamp. We've got a Facebook.
Yeah, our
Instagram.
Facebook might have a lot of like Red Audio WV Facebook. Then it has links to a lot of the streaming stuff, and we have a couple electronic press kits.
Yep. Yeah. Make sure if you're searching it, Red Audio, also put WV, just because there's some company out there somewhere in the country also called Red Audio,
Yeah,
and you'll find their stuff.
Yeah, Red Audio WV.
All right, guys. Well, coming up next, first off, I want to say thank you all for watching. You can tune in next week again for our all new Grassroots, and you can find this and all the rest of the episodes online at YouTube and on Rumble by searching for the Grassroots 304 podcast. But coming up next, we've got the first band starting out. They're called the Wearing Hands. We're going to switch over to that right now.
They got a new album coming that just came out. It's on Spotify now. There's a great band they recorded at Monarch Entertainment. Great band.
Awesome. Can't wait to see him. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming on,
Thanks
guys.
a lot, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely.